Okay, so chat, wait. There's something that I wanted to talk with you about. Okay, so remember when there was that incident, that illegal play that Florida Mayhem did against who? Against Paris Eternal. And then after they did that illegal play, they took a pause and then they made them play the map again, only the attack part of the map again. Well, look what happened here in this game. Okay, this is Shanghai Dragons versus Valiant. 2-2. Final round. Becky is 4 HP. I'm gonna play it first, okay? Gonna play it first.
Run with the charge that you have left. Come on, bro. But it's 65% for the Dragons. I mean, they did a ton of work at the for the sustain. Run with the charge that you have left. Come
In case you missed it, he's 4 HP. His dash.
Run with the charge that you have
is at 1. Okay, so he dashed and it doesn't work, dude. He dashed and it doesn't work.
the charge that you have left. Come on.
Wait, let me... Yeah, Zan, yeah. Let's play. Long queue time. Where is it? There you go. Where are you? Go. Come on. Yeah, of course. We go. We play. We're 262. So, the problem for context is the following. This is a series bug. Literally, like this, it was a bug. Look at this. So, he's low HP, 4 HP, has dash. Dashes up, uses dash, it doesn't do anything, and it's on 8. It goes on cooldown, and he cannot dash to the mega. Which means that he can't get the mega because Soldier was coming back. So he's playing over here, and Soldier is forced to drop a healing station. So Soldier drops a healing station because of the bug. And then what happens, in case you're wondering, what happens is, you don't see this, but Zaga's somewhere around here on the left. She comes back and just kills these two. Which, by the way, Genji could have been split. He could have been on the left side already. And maybe, let's say, Lip would have killed Becky, but then Dia could have killed Lip. And Dia could have saved the E against the Zarya. This fight, it might have mattered for Valiant. They could have turned it around. I'm not saying that it would have won the game, okay? Based on the ult advantage and with how the ultimates work and stuff. But after this, Sassin gets like... Void. Void gets like 3 kills, and then they almost spawn camped him, and then they lose the series. Now, I don't know what the rules are for this. And... the coach said that the dash has been bugged and it was reported. But don't you think that they should have replayed the last map because of this bug? This is no team's fault. This is the game's fault. Don't you think they should have replayed the last part because of this bug? Literally, like, the game bugged. Yes or no? This is my question. I don't know. If I would have been like in Becky's position, Valiant, just to give you some context. Valiant won a game recently. They haven't won a game for like for an entire season, dude. 20 or 30 matches they've played without a single win. And you're this close to winning and you can't win because of this? It is a game-breaking bug. We've seen that they have the technology to make you like play around again, only attack and like see where it stopped. They should just replay this again. That's my opinion. I mean, if they would have like... when they play the game, it might be in their contract stating that they're gonna play on the beta and the beta is gonna have some susceptible to bugs and they can't appeal that, okay? I'm just saying that from an outside point of view, like, if this would happen, raise the stakes. This is what I always did in law school. I would always exaggerate and see if you would still be able to get away with it or not. This is the Overwatch League final round, everything final, okay? Overwatch League final, and this happens. You dash and the dash doesn't work. You're playing for, let's say, $10 million for each player, okay? Not divided for the entire team, $10 million. And this is... I'm not saying that you might win or lose the fight. This is the reason, one of the reasons why you couldn't do this. Would you still not want to repeat the game? What's a phantom hit?
Sometimes a move will barely hit a player, causing them to take damage, but no knockback. This is what's known as a phantom hit.
That's a no-gig.
When a move's hitbox connects with the edge of a player's hurt box.
That's a no-gig.
It's the tangent line. As a result of not making full contact, several things happen. First, the attack deals half damage. Second, the attack deals no knockback. And finally,
No
the
regs
attacker
are
suffers
bugs.
no hit lag, while the defending player...
I understand what this is. This is like no regs. Okay, I mean, you'd get annoyed about no regs as well, chat, but I'll guess... How can I say this? These are bugs, clearly. But these are more probable bugs.
How does a non-binary samurai kill people? They slash them.
What? Thank you for the $5 donation, Malagay. That was unexpected. That was I expected something and then what dude. Thank you Asagi and Cosine Zero for considering me Prime option. Thank you for the past 22 months. Welcome back to the guard. Back to the guards. No, Malagay didn't send this before. No exact bugs that everyone has agreed that happened. Chat, hear me out. Okay, so I'm gonna be honest with you. It's about the severity of the bug. How can I say this? How can I compare this? Wait, give me a second. Talking about kitty cats. Wait. Hear me out, chat. Hear me out. It's like this. Let's say you see somebody... No, it ain't the same. No, it's not a good analogy. No. I was about to say, like, somebody steals bread to eat and you give them a pass as that's their first offense versus somebody embezzles money from, I don't know, healthcare worth $50 million and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like, it's about the severity, but it's also about the expectations. It's more about, not necessarily about the severity, because both might have the same results. Like, you missing a Widow headshot in the final because of a no-reg has the same result as your cooldown going on and the ability not doing anything. It has the same result, in essence. The problem is, how acceptable is it for it to happen, I guess. No regs will happen. Perfect hit lag frames will happen. Because they're not playing next to each other. They're not playing on LAN. Right? But this going on cooldown and not doing anything... Plus, yeah, I don't know. It's weird. It's weird debate. No eggs are more acceptable than an ability that goes on cooldown for 8. Perfect games with no bug don't exist as well. I agree with you, Speedy. I agree with you. But hear me out. Okay, fine. Listen. Shh. Listen. So this situation is in which you hit dash and the dash doesn't go through. What if this is the Overwatch League final? Tracer Winston dives the Ana. Tracer sleep dart, Ana sleep darts Tracer, and then Ana has sleep dart again to sleep dart Winston. They win the fight, they win Overwatch League, but that was a bug. Would you replay it or not? You wouldn't replay it? Huh. Wait, let's start a vote. Sleep is a 15-second cooldown. One or two. So you're essentially the only one speaking. When you say listen that often, you imply that you have voices in your head. Shh. One or two. Would you play it or not? And it's okay, like, if you don't agree with me, you know? That's too big of a bug. So you can quantify bugs and what they mean when in essence they lead to the exact result. They all have the same conclusion. If I would have not done that, or if I would have done that, if the bug didn't happen, then this would have been the result.
Wahoo.
Imagine if, let's say you're throwing, dude, hear me out. It's like you're Ronaldo, okay? You go for a penalty. You shoot, you miss, and then the ball TPs in front of you. Well, lucky, let me do it again. You know what I mean? No way. No way. Then why in games we're thinking about it like this? But for people that don't know what I'm talking about, okay? For people that don't know what I'm talking about, we're talking about this, okay? So Valiant, some context. It's 2-2 Shanghai Dragons versus Los Angeles Valiant. 2-2. To add some drama to this, Valiant hasn't won a game in a couple of dozens of games. Becky wants to dash to the Mega. Look at the cooldown of the dash. He presses dash and it goes on 8 seconds. And they submitted this bug to Overwatch League. I don't know if they expect a replay or not. I don't know about the rule set. I'm asking you. I do think that Overwatch League like took the... probably respected the rules and went like, dude, it happened. It's a bug. You signed a contract. Probably it's... we said that it's a bug. It's in the beta. You can't appeal this. It's our fault. Unlucky. Whatever. And now I'm like trying to say, is it though? Is it okay though? Come on. Let's discuss. It's subjective. Maybe have a neutral 3-person group determine if a bug like this was significant enough to impact the result of the map. Let me put my reading glasses. I have been called upon. I'm a member of the council. So what's the issue we have at hand today? If this influenced the bug or not. If the bug worked or not. I'm reading to the lines. Yeah, I'm too old for this shit. Think with 100 bits, the meanest NPC.
It's a game mechanic failure, not a lag related. An ability didn't work as intended.
Agreed. Yo, Speedy, you're doing something. Your example results in window, and this example potentially results in a loss. Speedy, you said something. Wait. I know I read Killer's argument as well. Speedy, I've been warning you. You said something earlier about why you think that this shouldn't be replayed. Because it's hard? You mean on football, people scored with their hands and it can't counted because the referee didn't see it? No, not that one. No. You said like why this shouldn't be played. Definitely, chat, definitely. This is... okay, so, to cut Overwatch League some slack, definitely this is what happened. I assume that this is what would happen. And if I would have gotten a multi-million-dollar league, this would be a clause in the contract 100%. This game is in beta. It is susceptible to bugs. If bugs happen, please report them. If a team abuses them for an unfair advantage, then we shall replay it. If it happens to you, unlucky, it's a bug, whatever. Go next. You know? That definitely this is covered contractually. We're just like speaking, hypothetically speaking, if this should have been played or not. Have the judges vote, chat. I think this is hard. You think if Valiant didn't call for a pause during the match, they may not be able to get a rematch. Hear me out. Nah, no. This isn't the same thing. There was... wait. No, because I've seen many competitive games and bugs like that happen in most of them, but don't get replayed. It is unfair, but if everything gets replayed, even the schedules go to hell. I understand, but here's the issue that I have with... you could have said that Becky could have asked for a pause. I said that I played CS a lot back when I was like 14 years old. I went to a lot of LANs, okay? I went to a lot of LANs, and I went to a 1v1 LAN, and I think I got into the semi-final, okay? And... keyboards back then, what, 13 years ago? Oh, god damn it, I'm fucking old. Some of them, if you press 5 buttons at the same time, or 4 buttons, something like that, the keyboard would jam. And you couldn't like execute the action that you wanted when with the last button pressed. After a couple of rounds, I realized that keyboard had problems. I could have paused, I could have asked for an admin, I could have asked for the replay. But I was getting in too deep and I was like, you know what? I'm okay with losing in the semifinals. You know what I mean? So let's not put this on Becky for calling this out. This should have been like observed. Plus the casters see it. Not the casters. The admins see it.
Traveling to Nepal.
What if it was 99% that dash would have let Becky touch for overtime and this team is close behind? Should that be replayed? Exactly. Like it's weird. It's weird. So some arguments for yes, some arguments for no. Personally, if this would have been like subjective, and let's say you would have been able to analyze this, I would have played this. Reason why is because there was, as a top 500 player, Valiant, if he lives, they have 4 ultimates heading into 2 or 3 team fights. With proper ult economy, and in my opinion, the comp was better. With proper ult economy, they probably could have won.